esto del libro de Cristo. Well, let's move on. Today we will talking about this book. This book, is actually the writer is Brian Tracy. I don't know if you can see Brian Tracy. People in YouTube, Brian Tracy. We have a little description about this actor, or this writer actually. And let me read a couple page. The 119. Okay, 1 second. Okay, who is Brian Tracy? Brian Tracy is one of the top professional speakers in the world, addressing more than 205,000 people each year throughout the United States, Europe, Asia, and Australia. Brian's keynote speech, talk, and seminars are described as inspiring, entertainment, informative, and motivational. His audience include Fortune 500 companies and every size of business and association. In the same way, book Brian today to speak one of the following topics. I mean, Brian Tracy usually explain four specific topics: business model, reinvention, high performance selling, maximum achievement, and leadership in the 21st century. So, give me 1 second. Okay, what about business? What is the specific information Brian provides us and this kind of the plot? In regarding business, how you can grab out your sales and profitability in any market by analyzing and improving your business model. So, in other words, in case you get the business, you are an entrepreneur, or probably you get your job, but your dream is becoming an incredible and successful person, business person. And Brian provides you the specific ideas or probably the structure you can follow up. On the other hand, Ivane, high performance selling, how to outthink, how perform, and how sell your competition using the most advanced strategies and tactics known to modern selling. I don't know if you remember, but a long time ago, somebody created an incredible book, explain the way you can win friends and probably you can influence in other people. It was Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie explained you the okay. What is the way you can move on to the next step? I mean, if you are in the sell business, you like to become a leader or probably a master in that area. First of all, you need to understand the only way you become a master in any specific area in your life. You need to understand before what happened with people. I mean, when you are sell anybody product or doesn't matter actually, you are selling the emotion. We know that's idea. Probably we meet a lot of specifically in technology. We meet a lot of phones better than iPhone. But if you sell the motivation or the idea or the feeling, probably you will increase your sales. And that's one of the topics usually. This is the expertise in Brian Tracy. So high performance sellings. Third, maximum achievement. How to the top people team and add in every area of personal business life. Countless practical proven methods and strategies for peak performance. What I consider probably is one of the most crucial skills in our lives. When we are following a routine, probably we will stay close to our goals. I mean, I know that recently people explain the only way to becoming an entrepreneur or incredible and amazing millionaire, but it's not true. You don't need to wake up every day 5 a.m. It's not necessary. You don't need to wake up in the same time with other people. You don't need to go out for the gym every single day. It's not necessary. It's not a guarantee you will become a millionaire or you will achieve your goals. Nevertheless, if you don't have a routine and you don't have habits in your life, probably you will become a unsuccessful person or poor people. You are thinking about just financial things. I mean, it's not necessary. If you follow a routine or wake up in a specific hour, you will become a millionaire or a successful person. But, on the other hand, if you don't follow any routine or any habits in your life, probably you will fail. I mean, that's the idea actually. You want to stay in your peak performance, probably you need to think about, okay, what is exactly the way I'm gonna achieve this specific goal. Finally, leadership in the 21st century. How to apply the most powerful leadership principle to management, motivate, and get better results faster than even before. Brian will carefully customize his tool for you and for your needs. Visit Brian International for more information and how to book Brian for your next events. Okay. What is Eat That Frog? This specific book. So we are learning right now that Brian usually talking about four different topics. So just a quick reminder: business model, high performance, maximum achievement, and leadership. This book actually is for I consider maximum achievement because when you read actually the description, you can say, okay, this is the slang, okay, eat that frog. In Spanish, probably you can understand the, okay, if you don't know exactly how to do the hard things, the only need to do is don't think it, don't overthink it. Just move on and acting. That's it. But when you are ready, probably more chapters, you can see that Brian provides you the 21 specific steps. You can follow these steps and you will stop the procrastinating and get more in less time. I'm not sure in your case is similar, but I consider probably right now we need to do a lot of things and we just get 24 hours, 8 hours per sleep, and probably you have 8 hours per job, and you just get 8 hours and you can actually work in your business, but also you get your family and your friends, your social activities. So that's why probably we need to know exactly what is the way we can do more with the less time. It's not necessarily the hard work. Hard work is so crucial in your personal life. If you want to get something, just if you focus and move on for your dreams, and you understand that probably in the first moment you will fail, you don't feel comfortable, and what the people would say for you doesn't matter. That's kind of the things. The only thing you need to matter is the way you uh, stay focused in any specific result, and what is the way, obviously, you move on more faster with the other people, or not necessarily with you compare the other people, but with yourself. When you compare yourself in your personal life, in past and present, so what is the way I can move on faster, better, in the same time, and obviously stay focused in my personal life? Because one thing obviously is, if you are not well in yourself, I mean you are not healthy, you are not health, and you get a lot of stress, and you don't understand exactly what is the way you move on and why specific I need to feel horrible feelings in my personal life when I am achieving my goal. The only thing you need to do is create a routine. And that's why Brian Tracy provide you that kind of the routines. So I can see in this specific time, we have 21 chapters. So in 21 chapters, we get motivate yourself. Technology is a terrible master. Technology is a wonderful servant. Focus your attention. Silent eyes. Create large chunk of time. And single hand every task. To be honest, I would like to know about the technology is a terrible master. Okay? Technology is a terrible master. 15th chapter. Okay. Just one moment, guys. I need to check exactly where is the page. 76. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. It's just 2 pages, okay? No more. So, 76. Technology is a terrible master. Why? I don't know. There is more to life than just increasing its speed. Technology can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Oh my god. I don't know why did you feel in the same way, but I consider that every day I put myself in necessary in my comfort zone and move on to the another areas, another scenarios. But I don't know. Technology I consider move on so faster, specifically the AI, the AI. I'm sorry, or when, in my case, for instance, I want to learn a lot of things about the create videos and probably provide a better experience for this community. But I feel I can't do it. I'm not sure what's happening. But when you yes, technology has been growing to freaking crazy. That's right. And you can say, okay, I can wait. I can wait. I don't have pressure, so I can wait. And probably when that fucking, I'm sorry, when that thing stop, and then I'm gonna learn. But it's not true. It's not true. Every single day, if you check exactly the advance in technology, it's completely different than yesterday. Remember, we we are living right now the revolution, and we were living a lot of revolutions before. Internet revolution, social media revolution, dot-com revolutions, um, and right now AI revolution. And every single day, this is freaking way to move faster, and that's why I consider we will receive a lot of help for this chapter because I really enjoy this first sentence. Technology can be your best friend or your worst enemy. So sounds well actually. Let me 1 second, guys. Okay. No, I can do it. Just one moment, and we can move on to the next. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna share the, the link on YouTube because uh, I forgot. Just one moment. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry. The first sentence. Thank you, Stephanie, Santi. Let me see who other guy here. I consider the first type leads or no? Leo, Santi, thank you for staying here. Okay, technology can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Technology becomes the enemy when we give into the obsessive and need to communicate it continually. This compulsion to stay plugged in leads us, by psychology, breathless. We have no time to stop, smell the rose, and collect our coats. Yes, yes, but you have yesterday. I don't know, remember it was yesterday, but a couple days ago, um, we were reading a new writer for us. It's called. I'm not sure the name because it's Israeli name. But let me one second. I'm gonna provide you the name for this for this writer, and probably you can read that book. Just one moment. Yuval Noah Harai. Yuval Noah Harai is the writer. I'm gonna show you. Oh my god, I'm not sure. Yuval Noah Harai. Just let me one second. This guy. This is an incredible writer and explain. Let me for people over there as well. Yes, Yuval Noah Harai. Yuval Noah Harai has a lot of books and explain exactly what is the way we can move on with these chains every day. Because you have three options. That's my point of view, to be honest. You you consider that this is just a moment and wait, but we can wait. I mean, we told a couple of days ago. Right now, the AI has the possibility to change the weather. It's a crazy thing. You wait when you will learn. Probably you won't have a lot of tools in your personal life. Yes, yes, that's right. But focusing this specific thing, we don't have we don't have time to think, and that's why we don't need to overthink it. Because if you think every single day, no, no, it's a new, I don't know, the technology is the worst. Oh my God, I can move on. Every day is we are learning a new task, but I don't know. But if you're overthinking, you will stay stuck, and then the life move on for your life, and that's why you need to learn and prepare. In my case, for instance, I don't have any idea a lot of things. I'm a creative. I mean, yeah, I just remember a couple months ago, 1 year ago, I just know, okay, I am a guy that really enjoy read. That's it. But right now it's different. This is the way we need to learn. It's not just talking about the social media. It's talking about the AI and the way you can handle the technology for yourself. Yes, you can. You actually it's necessary. It's normally it's the idea because we are animals that get feelings. If you feel a little nervous, it's normally, but you need to move on. Okay, don't overthinking. You need to think, but don't overthink it. Okay, you have a choice. The key is to keep your relationship with technology under control. Will Ross, who managed more than 600 billions in fixed income funds and bonds when he was with Pincom, is famous for exercising regularly and meditating daily to keep centered while using no technology at all. That's right, Stephen. Despite turning about his devices, he never missed an important message. For you to stay calm, clear head, and capable for performing to your best. The time on a regular basis from the technology that overwhelms you. A research was a group of CEOs and entrepreneurs to unpull from. Technology found they had improved memory, deeper relationships, better sleep, and greater livelihood, or making life transforming decisions. When people are too plugged in communication, technology quickly becomes an district addiction. What is that? People wake up in the morning and obsessively check all their phones notifications before leaving their beds. They then race to their computers for yet more typing before even eating breakfast, drinking water, brushing their teeth. People are now checking their smartphone about 46 times each day according to one study. Actually, probably Brian Tracy doesn't have any idea what's happening right now. I just remember a couple years ago when Steve Jobs said, "Okay, we are revolution that's live because in future people will stay in the computer at least 3 hours, 3 hours per day." Probably Steve Jobs didn't have the idea that right now we stay the all time in the morning, at the nine as well. I stay in front of my computer every single day. If you check, for instance, the hours you stayed in your cell phone, I'm not sure, guys, but I consider probably you stayed 8 hours, 10 hours, a lot of time. It's aware you're thinking about, and it's aware as well if you're thinking about the people refuse to understand what is this, what is the way I can move on, what is the way I can learn, because if you are thinking the things happening right now, we have a lot of information. Nevertheless, this is the first generation that probably decrease their intelligence. The IQ is completely different. People in 90s, people in 20s, they are little smart, but right now decrease decrease their intelligence. Hi Ruth, how it's going? So don't become an addict. It's so crucial as well. Because you're staying with technology, but just for social media, it's 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 like a nothing. We for a mind with incorrect information about the we aspire to. That's right. For instance, in Washington, not long ago, I was a business luncheon with a room full of high-level executives. Prior to the best running on the lunch, one of the organizers stood up and said a short grace. All the executives bowed their heads. When the grace was over, the lunch began. However, at my table, for 4 or 5 out of the 8 people seemed to have been greatly affected by the prayer. They keep their heads down and their head dancing the laps, even when the food was served. They seemed to be lost in the thought over the profound questions of the day. Then, hi Aleja, hi Ruth. Then I realized that they were not praying at all. They were intensely focused on their smartphones, sending or receiving emails every moment, typing the like frantic teenagers, playing video games. They were all lost of the world around the drawing a deep, sinful information exchange. One thing I just remember, I'm not sure you have present this girl. It's a psychiatrist, probably. It's called, actually, it's so famous right now. It's Maria, Maria Rojas Estape. Maria Rojas Estape. Is a psychiatrist in medicine. She's from Spain. What is the idea? She explained a quick ways you can stay and calm in yourself and don't become an addict for the technology things. For instance, in my personal life, I have the golden hour. What is the golden hour? When I wake up, doesn't matter the hour. I just when I do five things, then I check my cell phone. First of all, drink water. Secondly, take a shower, brush my teeth, um, eat my breakfast, do my bed, and read. When I read at least 30 minutes, 1 hour, I say, okay, it's time. And then I check myself. And it's the same. The golden hour, actually, I do it in the morning and at night as well. When it's happening the last night, I take my Kindle and read for 1 hour, and that's it. But I don't know a lot of things in my life. Just I was thinking when I preparing this conversation, and Maria explained, okay, the ways you can probably reduce becoming addict probably is you need to change a couple configuration, a couple settings in your cell phone. We are here, and recently you receive. So, what can I do to improve or better that specific area in my life? No, 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 no. Just when I want to see my cell phone, I take it. Doesn't matter. My cell phone don't tell me, okay, it's time. You are here. You are here. Close to me. I decide when you need to check it. You are take a shower and recently receive the. So that's way. Does I mean it's not necessary you become the oh my god the technology is worse. Probably I consider this is a horrible for me. No, 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 no. You need to know exactly what is the way you handle and you control the way you use the technology. The cell phone don't tell you when is the time you need to screen up. No, no, no. You decide for yourself. That's why if you are in your job and you silent the notifications, another thing you can do is control the time you spend in your cell phone. That's actually a great idea. Or probably think about it. Probably this is a great opportunity to learn a lot of things you don't know. And a long time ago in the last century, if you want to know something, you needed to enroll in a course, a university, academic courses, went to the library as well. But right now, no, just check your phone and that's it. So we can think exactly, we can handle or we can use the technology for another thing than just spend the time, spend my time, spend my time, spend my time. For instance, this is typical behavior. You're here and you scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. You say, oh, TikTok. Okay, right now the same bullshit but in Instagram. Right now the same thing but in another social media. It's great. It's so crucial. It finally is your life. You want to stay in your life and probably feel better in your chilly hours. That's great, but not all the time. I don't know if you had present, but the addiction for the cell phones is similar the addiction for the drugs. Similar, and that's why right now people just get a retention for 12 seconds. For 12 seconds. That's why you quickly. I want to become and I want to feel my brain get the dopamine and that's kind of the shit. That's why if we are learning about books, probably we need more concentration. And that's awesome. Nomophobia. That's right. Nomophobia. Nomophobia is the way we handle the addiction for the cell phones. But it doesn't matter if you stay with yourself or communicate with your people, with your family, and with people you don't have the opportunity to stay together personally. It doesn't matter if you use your cell phone to learn things about your career, you improve yourself, improve, I don't know. But you need to stop the information when you're just spending the time, waste your life. Okay, take back your time. One of my clients found himself bound the chain to his computer, receiving and responding to emails several hours each day. The more time he spent at his computer, the fewer of his other important tasks he was able to get done. The stress caused by these undone tasks, building up line and advance overhands, start to affect his personality, his health, and his sleeping habits. We talking about the 80-20 rule and how to apply to emails. He delayed and unsubscribed from the 80% of his emails and had the value of the remaining 20%. Only 4% required immediate responses. The other 60% could be transferred to an action folder to be worked on later. Hi guys, this is my readers. Hi Sprout. Okay, what what things we need to check in this specific paragraph? Normally, people enjoy clean everything and their lives and their houses. Okay, I'm gonna spend my Saturday, my Sunday to um, probably the wild washing and hyper and organize my room, my bedroom, my dining room. That's perfect. We need to do the same thing for our devices, for our technology, for our cell phones, computer, table, something like that. I mean, you need to organize. You need to move on the things. You need to create your folders, organize what is exactly the information I get and what information actually is really, really important in my life and I can use in every scenarios or in specific times. For instance, I don't know if it has this idea, but people get the idea. And when you are checking your closet, and you see probably a jacket or a t-shirt you don't wear for 3 months, 6 months, you need to sales, give, or something like that. It's the same information. When we are in our devices and we take the every time or every single week to okay, which pictures I really need. This one no, and move on and move on and move on. That's the idea. Organize the way we get the information is so crucial. Other thing I consider is really important to stop the addition for the bad things is limit the time in you're staying the apps in different apps. If you don't have actually the ability to understand exactly what time you see in the website or in social media is true or lie, probably you will get a little confused in your personal life. That's why actually demonstrate the liability in other areas of the social media relation. That's completely right. Um, I don't know you have present, but the people get create these kind of the devices don't allow their childrens get technology at least 14 years ago. Recently, Australia created a new rule. People need to get 16 years ago to get access for technology, and that's right. I mean, I just remember when I was a child, I was a lot of a lot of times, a lot of hours in front of my TV. But that's it. I don't have more details right now. You get anything you want. So focus exactly what is the way you spend your time and technology. It's a other life outside. Actually, it's incredible life. You can increase your relationship with your family, with your relatives, with your friends. You can spend the time actually see other things probably you can see here. Okay, refuse to be a slave. Unchain yourself from your computer. Unsubscribe from all one newsletter. Set up an autoresponder that says, I check my emails only twice per day. I will reply as soon as possible. If there's an emergency, phone this number. A journalist for Fortune magazine once wrote that when he arrived back at the office after a 2 weeks hero vacation, he had more than 700 emails waiting for him. He realized that it would take him in a week to get through them all before starting on important projects. For the first time in his career, he took a deep breath and pushed the delete all button. He isn't those 700 emails forever. He then got busy with the projects that were really important to him and his computer. He explained was simple. I realized that just because somebody sends me an email, it doesn't mean that they own a piece of my life. I'm gonna read again. I realized that just because somebody sends me an email, it doesn't mean that they own a piece of my life. All that, not many people who delete their entire inbox. You can definitively delete and ignore more emails than you could do right now. Empower yourself to remove the all emails that don't relate to important goals and relationships. I consider that's an incredible key skill. I usually took a couple hours per month and organize my emails because I have a lot of emails. I have to completely honest with you guys. Probably 5 emails. My personal email, this email, my professional email, email for subscribes or something like that. And I consider we need to organize our folders and understand exactly, okay, this request my time right now or can wait. If you receive, for instance, you receive a message and you receive an email and your vacations and your holiday, when you stay with the people really you enjoy because you just work because you need to spend your time when you are not with your relatives or your family or something like that. That's right. That's a good idea, Perla. And actually, I have a new rule recently. If somebody call me after 8 p.m., I mean, it's not necessary the so crucially, so quickly, so important, it's urgent. No, I'm gonna take that message. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna return to my emails the other day. For I don't know, you can see it, but finally, every time in our lives, the basic ideas or the need basis when create a community is okay. You need to work because you need to eat. Eat that frog. Yes, you need to eat that frog. And you can see when people stay on the table with their relatives. Doesn't matter the meal, brunch, breakfast, supper, whatever, and receive the notification. Hello. No, what's wrong with you? It's in your time. If you are, you need to disconnect sometimes for your job. because when you get this kind of the point of view, okay, this is a technology. Is the worst or the best? It doesn't matter. I don't need to learn nothing about AI. I just get the GPT and that's enough. What is the issues with that sentence? The GPT is 0.01% about AI. Is the 0.01%. If you want to know more things, you need to prepare. But if you just follow and you leave probably your cell phone, create your routine, and you just spend your time in social media for things doesn't matter and don't scream for you, probably in future you will get a lot of great results. What happened 3 centuries ago with people get the 3 or 4 careers? What time? In which time? They people don't live. Don't live. We spend 8 hours minimum in our cell phones. You can see right now I'm studying about this kind of things, the social meters, and explain if you see abuse for Latam, we will pay poor. We will pay a couple cents. You will receive views for other countries or hero. You know what I mean. Hero North America is will better because they know here in Latam we really enjoy spend our time in social medias. If I completely honest with you, when I stay in my bed with my cell phone and somebody come here, I feel like if I was smoking or something like that. So, no, 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 because I know it's bad for me. Sometimes I can see the no. Just remember, you are this specific year. You had your goals, your dreams. Why not you're ready and why not just move on? Because it's necessary to remember every seconds count and everything you can do count. It's not my sentence. It's a sentence for a lot of people behind us. If you get a goal, but you every day you do the same things, you won't receive a different result. And that's why if every seconds count and every action counts, you need to get done more in less time. And you have an incredible key. The way you can see the technology. Worse or better. Worse when you don't study and you just follow, follow, follow. But if you care about probably it's great. It's great entertainment and spend your time, watch a movie. It's incredible because finally it's your time. But remember, if you just do the things don't help you and improve yourself or your best version, you won't agree incredible results. And that's why in this chapter, I'm gonna read the last paragraph. Someone will tell you. People often ask me at the seminars, but don't you have to stay plugged into technology to keep current with the news? Okay. It's crucial. But don't you have to stay plugged into technology to keep current with the news? I tell him. If it's really important, someone will tell me. Many people unplug from the news and struggle to know. They remain well informed on the most important subjects. You should do the same. General culture. General culture. what's happening with the artists in the moment, with that singer, what's happening in I don't know, with the events in Hollywood, what happened with the new Korea in Italy. That's great, that's great. Yes, but that's pop culture, not general culture. General culture is completely different. And that's why if we want to know exactly what's happening in our lives, in our environment, in our state, or in whatever scenario in our lives, we need to read. But we need to check exactly what things we will read. Not just, okay, I'm reading the newspaper. No, no. Just remember who is talking. A couple days ago, we were watching. Yes, that's right. That's right. It's right. A couple days ago, we were watching. Okay, who was the greatest writer in the last century? For Le Monde, just the French writer, and for the New York Times, just the the writers from USA. So it depends the case, obviously. But let me 1 second. Okay. I'm not sure what happened here. I need to. Okay, that's it. And that's why that's a good recommendation. If you want to create a stronger opinion and crucial information about any specific topics in your life you want to know, you doesn't matter economy, financial, politics, social. It's up to you. But if you want to get a stronger opinion, you need to read articles from the universities. Just remember that sometimes the newspaper explain the things they want you know. 1984, George Orwell, 1984. They create and they told you, okay, you need to tell about this thing. That's it. If you want to stay in that and follow, you don't take action, and what is exactly what is important for your knowledge, man, we need to read. And that's the secret. Every time we meet other people in incredible areas in our lives, and it's not necessarily just in literature, the people usually ask from them, okay, but what is the secret? What is the secret? Tell me, what is the secret to become a successful person like you? Come here. Read, read. That's it. And then you need to focus exactly what things are you reading. You are reading. And what kind of information you are watching, listening. Incredible. That's incredible. We can take on YouTube a lot of information for incredible channels and explain, okay, that's the way because that's the way. We can see. And obviously to a 1 second. You give me that information, but this is your point of view. POV. I'm gonna read probably more details, stay here, and create my opinion. Obviously, you can understand that it's not necessarily your opinion in the same way for the a lot of times. Probably the things we consider right now are completely true. In 10 days, 1 year, 2 years, we we don't even consider it as a great opinion. I mean, I'm not sure you remember, but um, the moral relativism is kind of the idea that it depends the context. You can see the political correction. So right now, yes, that's incredible as well. Right now, we consider probably a lot of things. that's not necessarily a good things for our lives. You can see the gains, other games, a lot of ideas, but in future probably we can we can get another things to worry, another moral things, and that's why we need to remember Immanuel Kant. Immanuel Kant explained in the general information had a general moral. It doesn't matter your nationality, doesn't matter your religion or the idea you can consider our words. We have a rules for everyone. Don't kill somebody. Don't lie. Stay with people trade you want to. Yes, that's a kind of the moral things. If you get a stronger moral things, you will create first of all and stronger people for the future and create critical person. That's the thing we need to know. No, right now the AI come here and replace the humans. No, no, this is a horrible way to shake our life. Don't worry, Aleja. That's the idea. That's the idea. You need to. That's the idea. Sorry. Good, good. Who came here and replace yourself? Another human. We know how can handle our technology for their benefits. The AI becoming change our lives? Yes. The AI becoming change or replace our humans? No. You need to know how can use the technology for your lives. Yes, making a crazy decisions. And that's why if you create by yourself in your books, in your writers, and your ideas, and your thoughts, in your mind, you create a critical person. If you need to eat that frog, you need to exactly in which way. Here in Colombia, we have a normal, a typical slang sentence. Okay, I'm from Colombia, or is black or white, but is gray? Please tell me, what kind of the gray? If you get it, you want to stay in that position every single day. You need to, first of all, create your routine, create your golden hour, and study a lot of things, a lot of things, a lot of things. Right now, we are talking about the literature, and every single day, you tell me, this new writer, and I didn't have any idea. I was thinking, okay, I'm a good reader. No, it's not true. So recognizing the first moment, and that's why I'm gonna finish with this sentence. You are unique in your life. You are unique. Nobody is similar than you. But in the same time, you are the common person. That's it. You are enough, but hey, stay calm with your ego. Okay? Stay calm with your ego. Great powers come great responsibility. That's right. That's right. Another decision. No, that's a good point, and that's why we need to think about and remember the stoic stoic ideas. Yes, it's not only depends by yourself, but if you don't do nothing, probably it depends the context. I mean, we don't know what's will happening right now, but we do our jobs, increase our hours, improve our lives. Probably in the future, I'm gonna take a decision because life wants to give me and get another position is out of my control son, I will get tools. It's actually that's probably the idea in that case. It's not necessary that just depends on my behavior because finally we are a society, but doesn't matter if we prepare it every single day. What's happening with us as why guys? We were watching the how many books per year people read here in Colombia, here in Latin, and it's okay as well. And I consider that it's so crucial with that present day. No, but I'm agree. I'm a master degree in something. No, 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 no. When you're a study person, it's not just when you went to the. That's the option. When you stay in your high school, in your university, specialization, master, that's great. That's important. That's crucial for our develop our careers. But it's a habit. Here in Colombia, the people study more than other. It's just for 4 months, one semester, and you see what is a semester? 6 months, not just 4 months. And when finish your usually when the people finish their careers, never will stay a book again. If you want to become a professional, it's a habit every single day. It's not just for money, it's for yourself. Because we have the connection right now. With our body, with soul, with mind, we have a connections. So the action is every single day, at least a quick minutes, uh, creating your schedule for every day. A quick minutes. Okay, I'm gonna improve in this thing, and I'm gonna use the tools I have. I have the technology right now. I get access for internet. I have the AI. Okay, which things I'm gonna improve, and then you will create. That's right. That's right. Usually we have this crazy idea. Okay, because it's me, everything is gonna become easy for me. No, no, no. Yeah, no. That's right. That's right. That's right. It's not necessary. No, 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 no. But if I want the world give me my dreams, give me my goals. No, it's not necessary. You can get luck sometimes, but even if you get luck and don't take action and don't prepare it, doesn't matter. So do your job, your home job. And yes, obviously, you had a mental disorder, probably it's completely different. It's completely different in that case. For instance, if you want to get something, but you just wait the time and the moment, you need to look at something. And every decision you will take will help you. Read, no results, read, no results, read. In my case, I don't know, in your case, I make exercise, running, or in general, actually. That's the reason for breakdown. The technology is the key, and we can decide if we wanna become our friends or our enemy. And the other hand, we need to create a habit in our lives and prepare it for every. It doesn't matter. Not just thinking about the results. Think about yourself right now, and that's why Brian Tracy created this key. The 15 key is technology is a key, or is your enemy or your friend. Organize yourself, organize your devices, control the way you handle or you stay with the technology in our lives. You decide when you go out for your cell phone, or your cell phone told you when it's time. You wake up and you don't go for the bathroom before. You go for the bathroom with your cell phone. What is the matter with you? Take your time. You have this idea that probably you can stay out of the internet, or the world is just influencing the internet. Okay, if I'm the internet, what is the way I'm gonna use for my benefit? Why can I use my tool for create my future or for destroy my personal life? In internet, we have a lot of page, and we can stay here and see a lot of things that we don't help us to move on to the next level. Obviously, it's not extremely. You get want to spend time for a joy, okay, but enjoy is a result for something you do right. That's the idea. That was the English and the Spanish 9. Thank you guys for staying here. And Perla, thank you, Perla. A long time ago, I can see. Thank you for staying here. By the way, Karen, how it's going? Leonardo, obviously, Sprout, Jennifer, that's incredible. You stay here as well. Ruth, as well. Everyone, guys. Every week we had a 1 week the Spanish 9, and we are reading the Brian Tracy. Tomorrow we will get the second week for the Artist's Way from by Julia Cameron. So if somebody wants to read, just type me a message, and I'm gonna say in the book. And every single, every single week we get this 9 here in TikTok, on YouTube as well. I really appreciate you share your comments. Probably this is not necessarily the same plot we are talking about normally, because we usually talk about love, drama, suspense, thriller. But that's the idea. And today we are learning, and probably we get a construction idea about what is our opinion with how can we handle the technology for our lives. And I consider it was incredible. You shared your comments. That was amazing. Thank you, guys. Probably in next hour we will get another live, but it's just for typing. It's just random things. No, not necessary for reading. Bueno, chicos, muchas gracias por estar acá esta noche. De verdad que me agrada mucho que cada vez seamos más personas y que pues nos estemos tratando todos con el mayor respeto. Las opiniones de todos son importantes, y pues que cada vez nos reunamos más para leer y compartir. I really enjoy when Sprout give me a recommendation. Father and Son by Father and Son. But this is a son or this is a Cat Steven. Okay. Oh, this is a book. Okay, it's a son. Awesome. I'm gonna listen. Keep to good relation. That's right. With our relatives, with our friends, and create a stronger relationships. Somebody you don't know, but they just use focus and the social meters on the horrible way to handle our technology. You don't get a stronger relationships. Probably you don't feel with a lot of support in your lives. But that's right. That's a good point of view. Bueno, chicos, nos vemos mañana. Pasen un excelente día. Los que puedan, mañana a las 8 tenemos el Camino del Artista. La otra semana vamos a tener como autor invitado a Julio Cortázar. Vamos a tener a Julio Cortázar el lunes. martes Baudelaire, miércoles Julio Cortázar, jueves vamos a tener una noche de estoicos, de estoicismo, viernes volvemos a tener la noche de Spanglish, sábado tenemos entonces nuevamente a Julio Cortázar y el domingo tenemos la tercera semana del Camino del Artista. Quien esté haciendo el Camino del Artista aún lo tenga, yo se lo puedo enviar por correo. Y ya recordemos que no es necesario esperar el momento perfecto, sino simplemente ir haciendo las cosas y conforme va a salir. No es una la inteligencia no es una consecuencia de administrar datos, eso ya lo hace la inteligencia artificial. Es una consecuencia de una habilidad, de una practicidad. Y si bien ahí estamos empezando, puede que no seamos completamente perfectos, pero estamos siendo consistentes con esto. Entonces, la invitación, por supuesto, es a que lean, a que saquen tiempo para ustedes mismos, todo lo que ustedes hablaron de los documentales que salen en DW, las charlas que salen en TED, todas como que, oiga, ¿y por qué yo no me escucho un audiolibro cuando voy al gym? ¿Por qué no me escucho una conferencia de, sí? Y si todo eso nos ayuda a mejorar en nuestros propósitos, pues súper, súper ideal. Y bueno, eso era todo lo que les quería decir. Eh, Recuerden que tenemos Instagram, Facebook y YouTube por si quieren seguir allá. Catherine, ya nos vamos. Pero no sé si Catherine se fue o Catherine sigue ahí. Si Catherine se queda un poquito, hablamos un poquito más. O creo que solo subí un segundo. Bueno, los que quieran seguir a las otras páginas que tenemos lo pueden hacer. Quería